Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be my summer nighttime routine. I hope you enjoy, and before we get started, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button down below, and I'll see you at the end of this video. So my nighttime routine usually begins about 4 or 4:30, depending on what time I decide to stop working and actually move on to the rest of my night routine. So after I stop working, the next thing in my night routine is always to get ready for my workout. I try to work out 5 days a week. Sometimes I work out 6, but most of the time it's only 5. So first things first, I have to pick out my workout outfit, unless I've already decided what I'm wearing to work out in, or if I'm already in it. And since I usually do Zumba, but this night I was working out at home, so you'll see where I pick out you'll see where I decide what workout I'm actually going to do, and then actually some of my workout, because when I'm at the gym I cannot film. And if you want me to do a video on my workout binder or my favorite workouts, just let me know down below and I totally will. Okay, so at this point I have finished my workout and I'm doing my stretches, and I have my stretch routine on here already, so if I remember it'll be in the cards or down below. After that I just clean up whatever I had out from my workout, so my yoga mat and my tennis shoes and all that will end up back in the closet. And this doesn't happen every night, but this particular day I did decide after my workout that I was going to go swimming, and I didn't work out in my Fitbit. I didn't go swimming in my Fitbit, but I didn't take it off till after that clip. So, yeah. So after I came in from my swim, I just fixed myself a snack. I don't usually do this, but during the summer we eat pretty late, so it's probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock here, and I didn't eat till probably about 8:30 on this night. So yeah, I'm just having a cucumber to hold me over till dinner. And it is pretty common for me to have a snack after I get home from my workout or whatever I was doing that night, just to hold me over. So yeah. So after I had my snack, I did decide to jump in the shower just to get the pool off me, because my skin just doesn't like pool water at all. So after I had my shower and got changed, I started to make dinner. Okay, so tonight for dinner, I just wasn't really sure on what I wanted. So I knew I wanted homemade French fries, so you'll see me make that in a minute. So I was just picking out the potatoes I wanted to use. Okay, so after I picked out the potatoes I wanted to use. I just kind of cleaned them off. And I don't mind the peeling, but if you don't like the peeling, you probably need to peel them. I actually like the peeling, so I just make sure they're washed really good, and then I cut them up. And here I'm just getting a bowl of cold water ready so I don't have to do it after I cut up all the potatoes. I can just throw the potatoes into it as I get done cutting them up. And I'm just using the same knife I cut up my cucumber with, so I had to wash it off real quick. But I just cut the potatoes in half and then cut them into strips. It really depends on how thick you like your French fries, on how thick you can actually cut these. Okay, so after I've cut up all the potatoes and let them soak in the cold water for a little while, I just preheat the air fryer. And you don't have to make these in an air fryer, you can make them in a deep fryer, but I like the air fryer better. So after that, I just drain the water off the potatoes, and I will coat them in a little bit of vegetable oil and some salt and pepper, and mix around with my fingers because I didn't feel like dirtying another utensil. And then I will add them to the air fryer when it is preheated. So every so often you will have to check to see how done these are and to move them around a little bit. I stop about every 7 minutes or so, and then I think they were done in about 14 minutes. And I also decided to make spaghetti because I wanted chili and spaghetti too, and you'll see what my dinner actually ended up being. So this is after the fries were done, and I'm just double checking to make sure they are all done. And it took me a little bit to turn off the air fryer because it didn't want to turn off all the way. But I just dump them onto a plate, and I always put a paper towel under them just in case there is extra grease. And I added a little bit more salt because they weren't salty enough. You don't have to do that depending on how much salt you like. So now I'm just turning on the TV so I can watch a little bit of YouTube while I eat dinner. And I ended up watching Beauty and the Beastons because I just wanted to get caught up. So this is what my dinner ended up being. Chili and spaghetti and homemade french fries. And I do have the chili recipe somewhere on my channel. If I can remember, I will find it and link it below. So after I ate dinner, I had to take the cats out, and since it is summer here, we do usually wait to take them out until later on, so it is not scorching hot when they go out. So after the cats have had their outside time, I had to go water the garden because it was 92 or 93 degrees the day I filmed this, so I did have to water. And there will be a garden tour in the next clip. Okay, so just a quick garden tour. These are the cucumbers that I'm showing right now. And then, actually, hold on. Yes, lots of cucumbers. And then there's a sunflower. We're pretty sure that's a cantaloupe or a watermelon that came up volunteer. And then there are 3 zucchini plants. And there is a zucchini that is probably ready to pick by now, which you will see. Yeah, there it is. And then then there's corn, and in between the corn we planted cantaloupe. You'll see that in a minute. So yeah, that plant right there is cantaloupe, and there's another one and 2 more in between the other row. Then you have our sunflowers and our watermelon. And there are carrots in this weed pile, but there's so many weeds you can barely see them. So the other side of the garden is tomatoes. And none of them are ripe yet, but we don't usually eat them ripe anyway. We like the green ones. And then we have pepper plants. And I was just seeing if there were any bell peppers or banana peppers on these plants. And then there's eggplant as well. So after I watered the garden and watched a little bit more YouTube, I decided to get ready for bed, and at this point it's probably about 10 or 10:30. And I don't usually go to bed until about 11:30, 12 o'clock in the summer, but I do try to keep my regular bedtime schedule as much as I can in the summer. So after I brush my teeth and wash my face, I take my meclizine and my magnesium while I'm going over my schedule for the next day, which I write out on my dry erase board, which you've probably seen in other videos. Then I fill out my food log. I also do a health tracker online, so that's what I'm doing here. Then after all that, I finally get in my bed and I start filling out my chronic illness journal, and I will take my blood pressure because it's usually at night when I start to feel really crappy and when my blood pressure starts having really weird issues. So I always make sure I check my blood pressure before I go to bed. And this particular night, the machine didn't want to work, so I ended up having to take it twice, I think. So after all that, I finally get to crawl into bed. And I don't know about you, but I'm not one of those people who can fall asleep right away. I will lay in my bed for at least half an hour to an hour, actually trying to fall asleep or trying to talk myself into wanting to go to sleep. So, yeah. So that's it for my summer nighttime routine. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not done so already, hit the red subscribe button down below. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.